and drive down the road my eyes don't see. But my mind wants to cry out loud. But my mind wants to cry out loud. Time snows like a tree.
We've known for a while that the day would come. Everyone here's just passing through. And when that time arrives, there's no holding back from crossing to see our eternal destiny. I will see you over the mountain, up the highway to the other side, where our love is forever shining within the glory of God's light. Sometimes it's so hard to understand the reason why we go through times of trial and sorrow. But the love in you will pull you through, and you will see love is alive everywhere.
Like, you always teach me about like beautiful legends, chivalry, and all that stuff. It's just striving for that. Try to make these nice and shiny. And trying that, forever shining within the glory of God's light. Today, meets the eye, though you can no longer see me. I'm with you now in the love we share, and there is where you'll find me, and I will see you over the mountain, up the highway to the other side. Forever shining within the glory of God's light, within the glory of God's light.
Thank you for what you shared in my life. Germany, so what is this?
Can you see your reflection in my eyes?
I love you guys.
Love you, Rick.
All right, are you ready to take some photos?
What do you want us to do?
All right, everybody. Wow. Some of you knew Doug very well, others just briefly. But as I keep being reminded, you knew how much he meant to me. And what a rare and amazing relationship we had. And, man, he had such an amazing life. I'm just gonna summarize it for you, for those of you who don't know. He was born in Erie, Pennsylvania, March 13th, 1946. Baby boomer. He grew up there, and he had two loving parents, Raymond Burns and Virginia Marie, and his brother Dennis, his older brother Dennis. And as soon as he could, he went to University of Ohio at Denison, and then he got drafted the day he got out of college, the day he graduated. Fortunately, he didn't have to go to Vietnam because he was not interested in killing anybody or, serving the industrial war machine. So he was stationed in Germany, and those were very formative years. First time out of the country, and just up until like last week, he would talk about it, being stationed in Worms and going up to Berlin, going to the Checkpoint Charlie and all that, which will be going there soon. So there'll be like a lot of history that I can reminisce over. He was always like the first to voice his opinion about things and fight for the little man, fight for the underdog. That's why he's a huge fan of the Cleveland Browns.
I've been to that stadium.
So he was feeling really good about them.
This year?
They're on their way this year.
They had a good off season.
Finally reclaiming their greatness.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, then finished with the Army and went to Harvard University, got a business MBA.
Fuck? Wait, he went to Harvard?
Yeah,
Yeah, I didn't even know that.
I know, and he did just to spite people because he thought he couldn't. Like, you can't get in, you're dyslexic or whatever. He stayed in Boston, worked for the Arts Council. He was always passionate about theater, and he performed in college, in the Army. He just wanted to be around theater. He loved actors, he loved performers, and just how free-spirited they all were. He ended up in New York and LA and was doing all these incredible products like Ragu. He was always talking about how high fructose corn syrup, the Reagan administration, all kind of came in at once and messed things up. But he was always pro environment and the planet and all natural. He worked for products he believed in. You all might be aware of Pop Rocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it used to be called Space Dust. And then that guy a little sketchy with PCP and all that stuff becoming popular. So, so Pop Rocks was one of his big things in New York. Got jaded with the business industry. It was just becoming too much about money. That's when greed became good, right? So, like, no, I'm out of here. And as a spiritual guy, he questioned his faith a lot. He was raised Northern Baptist. That kind of lost his faith in that. So he fell into the New Age movement, and was part of a meditation group called Akona. And this is actually the cross that they designed, and it has like a little infinity symbol combined into it. So this was on his body when I found him, so I'm gonna keep this. Yeah, so through that, he totally changed his course in life. And it was in New York City where, at a party from a mutual friend, he met my mother, wonderful Miss Mary
I
Kristen.
dragged him out of that party. So, I was with my sister, and then as I am going to ring the bell, Doug is there with a friend of his from his apartment building I found later. And so we go to the party, I'm flirting with everybody, and actually Doug was interested in my sister, okay? That's the truth of what it was. Okay, but
Way to tell the truth.
But you know, in the end, I ended up flirting with Doug, and you know, it was the early 80s, okay, and New York City, okay, so you've got to put yourself in space. And then my sister started to get interested in an English guy, and I am flirting with Doug, so I said, okay, let's bring them back to my place, and we are driving a taxi uptown, and my sister said, no, drop the English guy, I'm not interested anymore. Okay, so I said, well, where can we drop you off? And we dropped him off. And then we are both going with Doug uptown, and I spent the night with Doug, and it was delightful. But except I didn't remember his name in the morning. Okay, so I asked my sister, and she said, who's the guy in my bed? I mean, seriously. Anyway, it was different because I never had a guy taking me for a date. Okay, let's have a date for Tuesday, and we went to see Diva, the movie. And I thought this guy is bizarre. I mean, to take me on a date. So we went out, and I thought because he was different, it was really. And I was going to end up dying in New York, seriously, because I just lost my husband and somebody after. And so that was a good backup for me and a good relief as far. It was in something that I was not into, like the spiritual world and so on. So I thought, maybe I should try, you know. So we moved to Virginia Beach. And then, because I am very independent, I said to them, look, if something doesn't happen to me in the next 6 months, I'm leaving. And I want a child. And so we go to Paris, and then I find out I'm pregnant. Because I knew it was going to be Ricky, because I knew it was going to be a boy, and he was going to be a tourist. I just knew that. And he was born 3 days before his godfather, Rick Kaufman. And Doug became good friend with a lot of my great friends in New York and elsewhere. And so at the time, Doug was a very happy person. And we shared a lot of great things. And what attracted me to him is that he was very intellectual, and I like to be stimulated with intellectuality or whatever. And so, but after a while, I thought we are not going in the same direction, and we ended up splitting up. But everything was okay. We stayed friends, and everything worked out. And I took Ricky to London and to Paris, and each time it was Ricky's birthday, I would be back in the country, so Doug would have Ricky with him. And then I stayed on the West Coast, and from then on, it was like we followed each other, you know. So, but we always had a good relationship. I think, sadly, that the past few years, and that's something that I need to mention, Doug was maybe getting too much antidepressant from the VA, and he started to not realize how many people loved him, but look more at, he was a little more paranoid over everything. Now that he's passed, it's amazing the number of messages we got that we knew we were going to get because people loved him. But it became very difficult in accepting people in his life. And that made it very difficult to respond after the call. And but this is a shock, and but I know he's okay now. He's exactly where he needs to be. And he's with us. You know, we always talk about the dream, and I think the dream is here. Then we pass it on because there is something after that. So I think now he's finally where he needs to be, fucking happy. And I'm looking at stars in the morning, flashing, you know. And yeah, he has this cluster of friends, you know, they're having a good time.
I have to say, he would always tell me that his idea of church was just people coming together and like having food and just having a good time. So, like, this is an awesome little gathering. So, I think I've told you all how he passed, and if not, just know that it was like the best way it could have gone. All the stars aligned. He had been wanting release and to be at peace, because you know what, life was good, but knew that, you know, I had a great partner in life who, you know, has my back, and he was in love with you too, you know. He loved you so much, and he knew I was in good hands with you, and he saw all our wonderful friends, you know, and I'm so glad that many of you got to come over and hang out with both of us at his place and get to like just experience him in his element. And he loved all of you. It was his time to go. So I have his ashes mixed with his cat Bodie's ashes because that's what he wanted. So I'm just gonna pass this. Yes, cat Bodie, who was a wonderful friend.
His three-legged cat.
So I'm gonna pass this around like a joint to the left. And please, if you want to say something, you can, or you can just
This is,
take a look.
I know this. Bodie and Doug. I know them.
Yeah.
You've helped them many times.
Yes. I love Bodie as much as Doug.
Oh, I love
Those are great cats.
Yeah, I didn't really know Doug that well. I only had a couple of interactions with him, but I know you. So I think I know Doug a little better. Thank you.
I got to share some food with Doug at your place, and I am so grateful that you've had such a wonderful father, and I just see how much he lives through you and who you are, because you're such a wonderful man. I'm so grateful you had that experience.
I never actually met Doug, not once, but I think you can tell the strength of one's character by the people that come together to remember them, and I can tell Doug was an amazing man, and having known Rick, you know that he did good work in the world.
I just want to say that I think you guys had an awesome relationship. I'm super glad you got to spend so much time together. I only met Doug a few times, but anytime I saw him, he always had a shine in his eye. He was always very personable and open, and seemed like an awesome guy.
Yeah, I didn't know Doug well either. Met him several occasions, all memorable. And, he was just an endearing, loving man who shared that with all those around him. And you know, like others have said, that shines on through Ricky today. Carries on that same legacy. Glad to be a part of it.
I only met Doug a few times naked in his robe. Sit down and drink a six-pack of us. He was a funny guy, and just nothing but pure kindness to me and all my experiences with him. That's all I know of him.
I said this yesterday. I think it's interesting how Doug Byrne's presence or existence in this universe is really made apparent or prominent. They're just little weird things. Naming a menu, something, you know, that reminds, I don't know, he was out there to be reminded of. And I'm glad that I got to see Rick and Doug each of the 3 days that they got to spend together, because they were obviously happy and bonding doing that together. So,
Man, I was fortunate to see Doug 2 days before his passing. It's beautiful because the man was very loving. You see it in his eye, definitely his presence. It's definitely not his voice of the wisest things to say. He's doing it. But definitely appreciated him for all the words. And not only that, he left one of the best gifts. He's standing right there.
Yep.
Cool dude, all around good guy. So definitely appreciate his existence. We saw the light in him. So people are here for yeah. So
what can I say? We made the most beautiful child together. So obviously, I always listen to loving you for that. He was somebody who did hurt because of loving too much and not knowing how to really accept love back the way that he wanted it. But I love you, man. And they're always love you. He's not gone. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is it. Somewhere out there. Right now, tonight. Yeah.
A lot of heavy elements in here, definitely. I would say. Anyway, Doug, I remember him. He was at a dinner party of mine, and I had a guest that was being unreasonable and arguing and got irate over something and just over the top. And Doug calmed her down. Just talked with her, and got her to understand, and know we weren't all fascist Jew haters, and that everything was okay. We all loved each other. So he had this, a series of logic, reasons that worked. So he was good at that, and I will miss him. Mm-hmm.
His head's really
yeah.
Every time you saw him, and he would. I've heard him say to people even like, "Oh, you don't like hugs, right? Like, come here." He needed to hug people. I feel like I'm hugging him right now, and because I'm short, I'd always tiptoe to hug him, and I remember he would say, "Oh no, here, I'll get down for you," and he'd squat down.
And we love Ruthie too, because he was such a great companion. And even though my dad was born in the year of the dog, he loved cats more. So. But yeah, Bodie passed back in April, and that was wild and very hard for my dad. But he just went there ahead so he could.
That shows the depth of love he felt for another being, and I think that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Much like us right now.
Yeah.
And when Bodie passed, he wailed and got his grief out, and the way he expressed grief is not like I see often.
He was a Pisces and very emotional. He didn't have any earth in his charts, and me being a Taurus, I was his earth element, and yeah, we complement each other so well. And yeah, he was never afraid to show his emotion or speak his mind, and he always spoke from the heart. So, Dad, we love you, and Cody, love you, and I'm so glad you guys were together. So it's time to let you go. So.
Doug and Buddy.
Yay!
Doug and Buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Stop it. You guys are great. Woo! Woo!
I gotta
Take some
keep
for
of it, though.
yourself.
I'm taking them to Germany.
Yeah.
It was heavy.
Take him to Germany too. He's gonna take a
Yeah.
little bit inside. So he can go back. So beautiful. This is
A way to go out.
It is more than you think. Isn't
Yeah,
it?
we can.
Yeah.
But no, but seriously, we are discovering something, Doug. Okay?
Why?
You might be okay now. Well,
That's good.
I'm like definitely taking notes from Papa Doug. Like when I go out, this is a dope way to do it.
A little.
It's a
But
nice.
it doesn't matter if I would just go this way. Doug is here. Right? I can tell that.
Yeah.
We know that. We talk about it.
They just started to
And look how it's oh my God, yeah. Don't do like his sweatshirt, darling.
You can eat his ashes if I want to. Or snort him? Oh, yeah, snort him. Like,
Oh, man.
Smoke some ashes. That would be more my dad's style.
Yeah.
All right.
We need to have laughs because that's important. That's what we needed the most. You know,
We
so.
all need